Speaking of weird ass world events, though, do you think that they've discovered life on Mars?
Yeah, I saw this. I actually read the paper.
Wait, you read the paper?
Is there like I read the paper.
I haven't heard about this yet.
You went to the source material?
Yeah, because,
Wait, the Mars rover found something?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Oh, shit.
So what they found, okay, I'm going to try and remember my best to this. There was a process where they had converted or changed sulfurs.
Right.
And they'd found samples. And this is a process that could only happen like through biological means.
Oh.
Like some life form.
Yeah.
Microbial life. Like
right.
it had like
Right,
kind
right,
of
right.
changed the, I can't remember what it was, yeah. But it was interesting. I read it because I've literally never read a scientific paper.
It's probably a reason for that.
Yeah.
Because they're
fucking boring.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was reading this shit. I was like, when's it get good? But it was the one in Science, I think, or Nature, or whichever one it was. One of the journals, whatever it was. And I actually sat down and I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm actually going to read this.
Yeah.
I kind of regretted it. It was very boring.
Yes.
But,
As they normally are.
And I didn't really understand much until I got to the start part and the ending part, where they kind of summarize.
Right, the cliff notes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was quite interesting.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so they are it's still like unsure, right?
Well, yeah, so it wasn't.
Well, they're trying to figure it out, I'm sure.
Well, but they've been trying to figure it out for, what I understand correctly, they've been trying to figure out for quite a while, right? And
Yeah.
it's basically gotten to the point where they've done a lot of tests, and I'll get to the point where we can't think of many other reasons why this chemical reaction is happening outside of life. It's not confirmed to be life, but a lot of signs are pointing towards life, which I'm like,
Cool.
man. Nah, I want the confirmation. I want the confirmation, man.
Well, I mean, they're diligent scientists. They would never just,
Yes.
publish that without, seeing a fucking little alien walking around.
We need Kevin Spacey to be like, have we discovered life on Mars?
Yeah.
No, because we already have.
But like, it's moments like this that make me realize, because like, if this is true, if they've discovered life on Mars,
Huge if true.
But like, what does it do?
absolutely huge if true. I mean,
What does it mean?
Huh?
What does it mean for us? It doesn't mean anything.
well, it means,
It means that we're not alone in the universe.
I think we already know that.
No, but
no, no.
now there is proof.
I mean,
No.
okay, this is what it means, right? If there is life, if we find life in our next door neighbor, then that means it increases the chance of life developing on places other than Earth like so much. Because if you think about the statistics of that, right?
Yeah, Mars is pretty uninhabitable in general.
Yeah, but like if you find two places that have life on them that basically came about independently, that means, hey, maybe we're not so special after all. You know, maybe life is just a natural development for anywhere with like liquid water or certain planets with certain characteristics. Maybe it is very common. Maybe it's not. We don't know. But if this is confirmed to be life on Mars, then it's very highly likely that there are some moons on Jupiter that probably do also have life on them. Because they
wasn't it
also
like
have-
Europa, right?
Europa is
Yeah.
made up of mostly water. I know there's another moon that is made up of mostly water as well. So it just makes it so that the likelihood of life developing seems to be a lot more likely.
Yeah.
A lot more likely.
And if
than it is
if there are
unlikely.
so many satellites just within our solar system that have that potential, like you fucking zoom out a little bit, like how many of these other fucking galaxies and planets might have the potential?
I always just assumed there was some other life, whatever it looked like, whether it was
Right.
more advanced or less advanced than us. I just assumed there was something.
But
This helps kind of confirm.
it was reading through like these articles and stuff like that. It kind of made me realize, damn, the movies made it seem like, hey, if some big scientific discovery happened, it's going to be like this fucking world-changing event. And then you kind of live through some of them and you realize, if that actually happens, it's just a fucking Tuesday.
This is like the first lore piece. Whenever you watch like a horror movie or a disaster movie, this is always when they go, we go back to the start. This is when we first found out, 2025. That was 100 years ago. So long. We found life. You know what I mean? Like, But I mean, because the obviously, if that was the case, the amount of millions of years that it would take to get to the next, anything like ours would be crazy. But that'd be cool. Imagine when we eventually just destroy Earth, which will probably happen at some point. Imagine then Mars, you like send the fucking spaceship out. And they're like, we finally went to Earth. What the fuck? There's shit here. You'd be like, what happened here? What the fuck? That would be crazy. Yeah. Imagine we found a planet like that. That'd be so hype.
I mean, that's why that's pretty sure like a lot of sci-fi plots.
I know. I'm just saying it would be so hype. But no, I mean, it's really cool. And like you said, it is weird that this seemingly large world event is like, well, it doesn't affect me tomorrow, so who cares?
Well, I got to pay rent tomorrow still, you know.
It's got to go to work. It's being human, isn't it? Yeah, you can't really focus on these things.
It's like when that report came out about like the government releasing UFO footage or like whatever they call it, UAP or whatever, and it's like, oh yeah, it's just this random meme video. That's it. That's all the coverage you get. You get
a grainy 240p.
You get one Charlie video and you go on with life. You know, despite the fact that UFOs.
So guys, they found some alien life on Mars.
And then the next video is Morbius was the worst film I've ever seen in my life.
It seems they've been mimicking my Moby Huge. Nobody seems to care. We've sent a kick streamer out there to see if it's edible.
I don't think it's gonna happen until we, get like the stereotypical, gray alien equivalent of proof, I guess, of life, No, but even then, I feel like
it's so funny, right? Because I think all these UFOs or whatever the fuck, it doesn't mean shit. Even if the government's like, this is a dead ass UFO, we don't know what it is, and they had like tons of it, and they were like, we've seen 15 of this weird looking spaceship. It doesn't mean anything until it has some effect on us.
Well, do you know what I mean? Do you know what it also
crazy
is?
Talk.
It's also because as like someone who is, living in this reality, not movie reality.
In the world 1755.
It's something in not movie reality. It's always this sense of, is this real? Is this confirmed?
Yeah.
Grok, is this true?
Grok, is this true? Like something like this, right? Or something like UFOs. Yeah. There's always like the government released this, but it's not confirmed.
In any other movie, this would have been like an insane plot point.
Right?
Nah, bro, it's a Tuesday.
It's like, maybe it's not real. Maybe the government don't actually have UFO sightings. Who knows? You know? I kind of makes you think, what kind of proof do you need that something is actually as real as it's, as you think it is?
Listen, until I personally get probed by an alien, I am believing that shit.
I think a lot of people have these bouts where they are concerned about UFOs and then don't care again.
Yeah.
I think people go in and out because some randomly Chris will message me sometimes, be like, you seen this UFO thing? I'll be like, Chris, what the fuck? I don't give a fuck about UFOs. And then I'll see something like BBC and they'll be like, shit, UFO sighted? I'll be like, wait, I don't give a fuck about UFOs. I don't give a damn.
Yeah. Like, what would you, like, if War of the Worlds actually happened?
I'm jacking off, Gon. You already know the answer.
No.
I'm beating my schmeat.
It's just like, if a city got some alien invasion, let's say Independence Day, right? And you watch the coverage on the news, like, the reality is you'd probably be watching coverage and be like, damn, that's crazy.
Or something didn't happen to my city. That's true, though.
Yeah, that's true. You just like, damn, it's fucking crazy, man. Also, gotta go to work.
Yeah, not to make it depressing, but it's kind of a reality now with like the wars, right? Like, it happens and people just kind of don't care. They kind of go on with their life.
They don't care because it's not happening to them directly.
It doesn't happen. Like I reckon like every single country bar one could be destroyed. I'm sure it would suck, but I'm sure some people would be like, well, glad we're around. Get on with it. They'd be like, well, shit. There's no more rare earth minerals from Uzbekistan for a while.
Yeah.
Anyway, gotta go to Walmart.
Better get used to just eating potatoes for a while.
Yeah, it is unfortunate that is just human nature now.
Yeah. I think post like COVID has definitely shifted my perception of like how public reaction would be towards certain events.
People are insanely good at coping, is what I've realized. Like, I think we are a very good species at adapting to just shit being horrible.
Yeah.
Not always in a good way of adapting, but we do adapt.
Yeah, because that if, like, say, hypothetically, Independence Day or War of the Worlds happened and a city, halfway across the world got destroyed and you saw the footage of that, more people are going to make memes out of that than anything.
That'd be memes.
There'll be so many memes out of it.
Oh, bro, the memes would be fire, man.
The memes would be so good.
Do you think if like the internet went down like forever, or like we would just kind of adapt, and how quickly do you think it would take?
I think we are very, very good at adapting.
Yeah.
But we are also very, very good at blaming people as well.
Very good. People heads would roll.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. If the internet went down, I mean,
like we still had like cars.
Yeah.
Still had planes.
Yeah.
It's just like any kind of computer didn't work.
What do you mean?
Like we'd have to go like back to like analog tech. Like I think, and it happened overnight.
Oh, dude, Discord mods falling to their knees. Fucking, I mean, like, what am I gonna do?
VR chat users.
Yeah, they're like, what? It's like, wait, I have to go outside?
I think it would be a fucking absolute shit show disaster, and a ton of people would die, and it would be insane. But I think we'd get around to figuring it out.
Yeah.
I think we'd adapt.
Let's say you wake up tomorrow.
Boomers would fucking love it.
Yeah, they'd be like, finally.
Let's say you wake up tomorrow, internet doesn't work. You have no idea why. What do you do?
Well, it's funny because I
go outside and smell the roses.
Because I think at least day one, probably the coffee shop would still be serving coffee, and they would probably take the cash. Day one, right?
Yeah.
And I think we'd all be
Day
like,
one.
fucking hell, it's a bit bad, isn't it? The phones are dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. When do we start panicking as a society? Because we're very good at like, it's probably gonna be fixed.
Well, yeah, I think it would be a pretty big panic.
Yeah.
But again, like it would be.
But how would we find out? We have no internet.
You wouldn't. I mean, you'd have TV.
True.
Yeah, satellite would still work.
Okay, so we'd have
Satellites,
TV.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Satellites work, I guess.
No social media though. Every internet service is down.
Oh my god, whipping out a radio would be hype.
Bro, how would you find other people's opinion without?
I don't think you'd be concerned with the opinions of other people.
I think people would be concerned with other people's opinion because if the internet goes down, or if like because here's the thing: when a website goes down, what's the first thing you do? You're like, you go to fucking Twitter or something, or you go to another social media website to be like, guys, I'm not the only one doing this. I'm not the only one going through this, right?
Yeah.
And I think
it's down for everyone, right?
And I think we're so used to as soon as something.
This just makes me anxious. I think I want a radio. I think I need to buy a radio just in case.
Yeah,
just in case.
Because as soon as something goes down, your first gut reaction is just checking that everyone else is going through what you're going through.
Yeah.
So that it is not.
So you don't feel alone.
Yeah. So you don't feel alone.
Yeah.
The one guy who would be fucking winning would be the one guy who bought too many Duracell batteries at Costco. He's like, well, look who was right.
This is my currency now.
Wife said I bought 4 packs and that was unnecessary. But look who's winning at the end of the world, Susan. Good old me.